Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope your day's been good, but better watch this video. So guys, today we're doing, again, A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens, but this time we're doing Chapter 3, The Night Shadow. So before we get into Chapter 3, let's give you guys a recap of Chapter 2, The Mail. So basically in Chapter 2, Mr. Jarvis Lorry, one of our main characters, receives a note by a young lady, and the messenger the person who delivers the note basically is Jerry Cruncher, another employee of Telson's Bank. And Mr. Jarvis Lorry is a 60-year-old man. He's unmarried and he's working at Telson's Bank as a banker. So this was a very brief recap of chapter 2. You guys can go watch the video. I'll link the video down below in the description box if you can't find it. Anyways, let's move on. In chapter 3, Charles Dickens shows Jerry Cruncher's confusion and about Mr. Lorry's reply to the note, which was recalled to life. He thinks about it throughout his journey back to Telson's Bank. So, as we know in chapter 2, basically Mr. Lorry received a note from a young lady, and the note said, wait at Dover for Mademoiselle. And he replied back to the message, recall to life. Now, we discussed the meaning of this message back in chapter 2, so I'm not going to discuss it again. He thinks about it throughout his journey. So it leaves Jerry confused, and he thinks about it throughout his journey back to Telson's Bank. Like when he stops at places or when he's on his horse, he's thinking about that answer continuously. And he questions that maybe Mr. Jarvis was drunk. That's why he replied like this. Meanwhile, Mr. Lorry, okay, this is pretty important, is napping in the carriage. As you don't know, they were traveling in a mail carriage, so that's why he's napping in a carriage. He dreams of an aged man who has been in prison or buried alive for 18 years. The dream always starts with him digging a grave and a soul or a ghost of a man comes out. The face changes every dream, but every time a man is shown in some stage of despair. Conversation. So basically, in what was happening while Jerry Cruncher was heading back to Telson's Bank and questioning his answer to that message, Mr. Lorry is napping in the carriage and he is dreaming of an aged man who has been in prison or buried alive, as they say, for 18 years. So, as I told you guys before, they relate imprisonment to being buried alive because the conditions are so harsh and they very securely put you in prison. So that's why they relate it to being buried alive. So the dream always starts with him digging a grave. So the dream starts with Mr. Lorry digging a grave, and then a soul or a ghost or any supernatural being of a man, looking like a man, comes out. And he had multiple dreams, the same type of dreams multiple times, and the face always changed. But the thing that stayed the same was that every time there was a man was in some stage of despair. So hope you guys get this. Anyways, let's discuss their conversation. So their conversation would go something like this. Mr. Lorry, buried how long? Man, long ago or 18 years? Mr. Lorry, do you want to live? You have been recalled to life. I don't know. But actually, he didn't say I don't know. He said I can't say, but to make it easier for you guys, I will use I don't know. So, why I put or between these sentences or like put these two together? Do you want to live? You have been recalled to life? Because they were from different dreams, but they mean almost the same thing. So that's why I just wanted to clear this confusion up if you guys are getting confused. Anyways, but for the most important question of this conversation was, do you want to meet her? This is, if you don't know, this is our main character right now, Mr. Jarvis. So he asks the man, do you want to meet her? And sometimes he would say, take me to her, and he would have tears in his eyes. And the other times he would be bewildered and be like, no, I don't know her. And he'd be like, no, I don't understand what's happening. So this was this man's reaction to this question, and this is a very important question. We're gonna be learning about this in I think chapter 5 or 6 and 4, I guess. Why this was a very important conversation between them. It gives us insight into what it felt like to be a prisoner in the 18th century. It was this bad that the best way to describe the experience with were these two words, buried alive. Prisoners were locked up so securely that it felt like being in a grave. As I explained before, the conditions in the prison were so harsh that it felt like being buried alive. You were so securely imprisoned that it just felt like you were underground 6 feet and you were buried alive and you can't get out. The prisoner is going to be finally free after 18 years of being buried alive, bringing back the theme of resurrection. So, as you know, first we got that note, which we deciphered the meaning as one of his clients coming out of jail. Then he got this dream of digging someone out and him telling that person, and the person he dug out saying that he had been buried for 18 years. So this all these like scenes are related to this one person being released from prison after 18 years. And the theme of resurrection or being recalled to life or being given another life is coming back. So in book one, you could say it's all about the main theme is resurrection because this one person is being given another life after 18 years of imprisonment or, as they say, being buried alive. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like, and share this video. Anyways, if you guys want to follow me on my Instagram, it's at zohar.hamad, and I'll see you all in my next video, which will be chapter 4, which I'll hopefully I mean, not my tongue is twisting. Hopefully upload before, I think I'll upload it in a day or two if I'm not lazy, because I already have the summary. I just have to put it into a presentation. So guys, see you all next time. Bye.